recently that I am like Tinkerbell but a Leo, so I don't know if I exist unless you're clapping for me. So, the VFW did hand me a little sheet of paper that said, please remind people about Thursday Night Bingo. That starts at 7. And this Friday night, there will be music and dancing here. It starts at 8 p.m. and it is with David Long Music. He's kind of a country guy. So the VFW is so good to us, and we are so grateful. So if you are itching to play some bingo or dance a little line, feel free to come on by. So, first time ever I saw your face. And love the idea of that deep connection. And really, my first thought went to a man named Dwayne. Why? Well, I've known lots of Dwaynes, and they rarely make me giggle. I bet a lot of you know Dwayne. Do any of you ever drive the corner of Hawthorne and Broad and see a gentleman who's working 8 hours a day on the corner with a long red beard? That's Dwayne. And his mom and dad. And his sister. And every time I see his face, I'm glad he's still there. I would love it if he had a different situation, but he is safe enough for right now, and I'm grateful for that. Because Rabbit Box is about community and about storytelling, and we are on the brink of towny summer, y'all. I have some friends. I work at the university. I have some friends here from the university. One of them is a student. We love you also. Y'all go home. So I'm thinking about, we're a mission-based in community. It is almost towny summer. And for those of you who are kind of pay attention to local stuff, both Hendershots and Avid have had a very strange spring, moving in different directions. Hendershots is now owned by a new person. Avid closed on Sunday. Yep. So my question for tonight's storytellers was, tell me about somebody in town that you don't personally know, but that it pleases you greatly to know that they exist. So you're about to learn about some new folks here in town. But tonight, our first storyteller is Mackenzie Miller. Come on up. Mackenzie, when asked about who she is glad to know exists in this town, even though she doesn't necessarily know them personally, she went with the Humane Society, which is lovely because she says, at their core, their focus is on rescue, adoption, and humane treatment of animals. And honestly, if you've been past the building, the mural is pretty darn good too. So please, everybody, this is Mackenzie's first story. All right, Mr. Mackenzie, please stand up. You're not going to have to do anything. You just want to wave and say hi. Congratulations on your upcoming wedding. Another round of applause for Mackenzie, please. Next up, we have Mr. Thomas Gillibo. Wait a minute, we know that name. We know that name. It is Gillibo the Younger. When asked about somebody that he doesn't personally know that it pleases him exists, he suggested somebody who is in the Guinness Book of World Records for streaking at the University of Georgia. An ecology professor, Bob something. Now, the reason Thomas doesn't know him is a little more intricate. It's not that Thomas didn't want to know him, but a man who keeps office hours and owns a telephone was mysteriously never available to talk to Mr. Gillibo. Frankly, it was Bob's loss. Everybody, please give Thomas a hand. Everybody clap for him while he goes outside. learned that Sophia was a little old lady, my friend looked up a bearded vulture. Take a robin, give it steroids. Take all of the red breast and make it orange and yellow and fiery and bad. And the rest of it black. And make it a vulture. Yeah, that's an impressive looking bird. And a hell of a story. All right, next up, we have another first-time storyteller. Her name is Claudia McBoy. And when asked about who it is that she is glad exists, she thought first of one of her healthcare professionals. Somebody who she is always glad to see, who takes very good care of her, and like they don't have a personal friendship, but still it's those people in our community that make it easy to be here and make it safe to be here for us. So shout out to nurse practitioner Susie Price, who apparently is quite a lovely nurse practitioner. Claudia, come on. And that, my friends, is a mic drop.
It's going to be a hard act to drop.
Another round of applause for Claudia. I'm starting to move this, and it doesn't make any sense to do that. So I'm just gonna, yeah. So, next up, we have a returning storyteller. Some of you may recognize Fatma. She's been on our stage a couple of times. When presented with the question, she said, Timmy Connolly. And I went, great, who? Wild Rumpus. He is the originator of the Wild Rumpus. So that sent me down a very brief rabbit hole to know him a little bit better. Originally, the Wild Rumpus was a parade that he was doing to help raise awareness for his new album at the time. The fine folks at Clark Central interviewed him at one point, and that was part of that. So, Wild Rumpus, again, good community, good time, and good community, my friend Papa. Thank you so much, Papa. And thank you for being honest about part of being a parent that gets easier to stay quiet about sometimes. So thank you very much for sharing that. Another round of applause for Papa. All right, we're going to go to intermission. It'll be, we'll call it 10 minutes. Yes, ma'am?
There is a green Subaru outside that is running and nobody's in it.
Go get your Subaru. Yeah. Or go get somebody else's Subaru. We are going to take a 10-minute intermission. The bar is still open if you would like to visit our fine purveyors of beverages. And we will be back. If you are interested in being our surprise storyteller, that's 4 minutes to tell a story about the first time you ever saw their face. Please go to the red box and we will get you signed up. Thank you very much. Thanks, ma'am. The rabbit box. We have 7 people who so far tonight have been inspired to maybe come and tell a story here. So, thank you all for your bravery and your willingness to tell a little bit of a something. But tonight, we are going to hear a story from Dinah Knupp.
Hello, yes,
Dina, sorry. Ask anybody who sees me work with medical students. I can blow a name no matter how simple it is. All right, so tell me, who do you not know personally in this town that you are always happy to hear when they are associated with something that's happening?
I just have to say Michael Stipe. I mean, we all have to have our REM moments. In fact, I'm one of the rare people who's gotten to do a selfie with me in the last few years.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I think I surprised
Dina
you.
Knupp, y'all. Thank you very much, Dina. And that's what it is to be a surprise storyteller. All right. I was so excited to see her name because I've had the opportunity to work with her for a few years. I'm very much looking forward to this. Fiona, come on up. So I have learned a lot from my question tonight. Fiona suggested a man named Andrew Shearer. Do we have?
Yes.
Okay, we got some hands here. And again, I was like, awesome. Who is that? He is a local filmmaker. You can see him filming video for our local burlesque scene and that sort of thing. He also does B-level horror movies. And apparently, if you ever get a chance to see him at karaoke, it is quite the treat. I would like to introduce Fiona. She is a first-time storyteller. So I love that he was wearing a teddy bear costume when you first met him. Absolutely teddy bear vibes. Very large, terrifying teddy bear. Another round of applause for Fiona. All right, next up is a familiar face. This is Tom Kenyon. And when asked about who it is that he thinks of that he's happy is in town, he suggested the professors and students at the UJ School of Music. That this last week he saw the orchestra, the chorus, the glee club, and the treble choir all do, I'm going to blow this too, Carmina Burana. Ooh. And before you have to look it up, it is the horror music that we all know. Bum, 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 bum. It's that one. I did have to. Did I match their performance? And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please, welcome Tom. Another round of applause for Tom. And Ethan, I know we are doing it out of sequence, but would you stand, please? We're like, all right, our last storyteller for this evening. Woo! Is that woman right there. She has graced our stage as a storyteller and as an MC. She has been on our board for years. She is my bestie.
Aww.
Lucky me.
Damn straight. When asked about her person she didn't really know, but yet still was glad was in the world, she said there was a time when the delight of a package delivery was doubled by the red-haired UPS guy. He had calves, he had tattoos, he had a great smile, and a red ginger hair. And in her neighborhood, apparently, he helped small businesses all around the world who delivered via UPS because it was just great to have him in the hood. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would welcome my friend Ashley. Ashley, here we go. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with all of our storytellers this evening. Just a reminder, storytellers, we would like to take a picture of you all up here, so don't wander off. If you are physically comfortable to do so, it helps us a lot to put the chairs back. It lets these fine folks go home at a reasonable hour. We will see you in May for my first job. Thank you so much. Be safe going home.